exciting story. All you girls, men out there, really watch out for this one, because it is that time of the year when love is in the air, so is wedding preparation. So now anyone who is married by now will vouch and tell you how stressful that entire process really can be of getting the details for your big day just right. So the wedding season is just about to hit us, so we thought
we're going to bring you some hacks. So what will be all of the trends for summer weddings of 2024? Simple things like what do you wear, how do you decide what to wear, more complex things like decor, themes to catch, bigger questions. Is Gen Z following the steps of Bollywood? Are they looking at other things happening around the world? We have experts with all of the smart solutions in just a few minutes right here on the show.
Alright, so we will tell you everything you need to know and perhaps manage to help you a little bit in your wedding planning. How? We'll start with the most important thing if you're a bride-to-be, which is clothes. And to bring us all those details, we've got celebrity designer Reena Dhaka with us. Reena, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on The Breakfast Club. My first question obviously has to be about colors. What colors are really in vogue this summer wedding season of 2024? Shed some light for us.
To be honest, it's high summer now. So we'll go with there are two aspects to it. One would be the weddings which are done in destination, so they become colder climates. Then there is the basic generic climate, which is warm, 30s in our country. And for a high summer bride, yes, organzas, Varanasis, the use of delicacy, the use of white and gold has become a very big trend. As you know, a lot of brides want to go into, I remember my own son is to get married and my to-be daughter-in-law said, Auntie, can I wear white? I'm like, I don't mind any color, but it is something we're a bit apprehensive about. But white with gold, ivory with gold, the minute it becomes ivory, it becomes more bridal. Or ivory with color, like you could put a maroon or a border of a red. Those are very good. For the summer brides, the use of Indian tradition can work more than I feel than in the winter, where you use embroideries, zardozi, and all that. So based on the pocket of a person. So that's going ahead as a lehenga. The traditional lehenga, is the red. But if you go into this, my colors I would go for spring would be ivory golds, ivory with red, or you could even do colors of red, but in Banarsi fabrics, in organzas, in tissues. We have gorgeous fabrics from the summer in our country, Dhakai weaves, and the brides are not really venturing into it. And there is already a wave of doing the brocades. They have seen that one look where there is a brocade with brocade pants in bright colors. And that got used in a lot of mehndi situations. But I feel it needs to go into a wedding situation. And who better than our Banarasi weavers, better than our, Jamdani weavers? They are masters of this high summer weddings. Gold, of course, stays a standard staple classic for you to use gold on gold, or gold with silver, or gold and silver combined for your lehenga. So, and there is a lot of new innovation in terms of, since we wanted to go technical, is the use of Nakshi. Nakshi is basically an original form of a twisted yarn which catches. It's like a spring, so it catches. And they used to use it at the edges of the veils, and the girls look very pretty when it frames them.
Tell us, Reena, you kind of touched on this right now, but in the trends that you're seeing, when you speak to young brides who are coming to you with what they want, are you seeing a trend of brides today wanting that reeled back minimalism?
Yeah, because you can do the sari now with the veil and a belt. So a young girl with a waist is not losing that chance. So when she wears a sari, we're also making a lot of saris which are like skirts now. So you put inserts in it, like panels. Those inserts, like you saw Radhika Merchant wearing of Tarun's, they were inserts. So you can even wear it as a drape, a regular sari. The inserts give it a little bit of a soft wave. And then you can belt it, wear it with a regular blouse, or give it a trail. Girls love trails. Trails are the most uncomfortable thing on earth to stand in a large party. But yes, the effectiveness of a trail to give you length, drama, and demureness, there is no match to it. And the veils also add to your play of light, shadow, whatever, like peekaboo.
Yeah. So clearly the Bollywood trend prevails, right? Alia Bhatt beige with the long veil that Priyanka Chopra also had. So all that is clearly still staying in vogue. But Reena, I have to ask you, not everybody will manage a Reena lehenga or a Sabyasachi lehenga. There are a lot of our viewers right now who say that, listen, we have a tight pocket. So to them, are there some tips that you can share how to manage your dream look but on a budget?
Of course, I am also a big patron of sustainability. I truly believe that one must reuse, rewear, and a garment like this will give you storage issues, will not really be having much use to you later in life. So yes, girls, wisen up, be smart, dig out your own mum's lehengas, their old saris. Take them out, go in fact to people who can restore it. And a lot of designers now even agree to refashion the clothes, pick up, or even tailors, they have become smart. They're able to, a lot of them in the city are able to belt out nice couture pieces. I see blouses being peddled everywhere. So pick up a blouse of your choice, match that embroidery, get yourself trims, which are heavy, like the tassel I talked about. Add them on your veils, double veil yourself. Do a sheer veil for your head veil, which is actually narrow on top. It should go to 3.5 meters and goes longer in the back. To be honest, even a poor drawer can make that veil. And then make skirts out of your lehengas, use belts. A lot of these accessories I feel are available in the markets, like in Delhi, in Chandni Chowk, and in Bombay is also flooded with it. Online is flooded with it. Plus your own trunks of your mums, do not ignore them, because those kind of weaves you don't get elsewhere. Rewear your mum's clothes. Maybe not as a sari, or maybe use the sari as a lehenga, use the sari again as a drape on a lehenga, and get that little portion of embroidery redone. So that's also a doable, or find something in online or wherever which can work or contrast it.
Even the deeper message behind that is so beautiful, Carry on the legacy of your mother, your grandmother by reusing, re-wearing their clothes for this occasion. Thank you so much, Reena, for joining us, taking out the time early in the morning to talk to us. So, clothes are done, Sonal. What else